Today, we're looking at the SIG P320 VTAC. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for watching Peace, Love, and Guns. Today we have a very special treat for you. This is the SIG P320 VTAC. Alright, so the SIG P320 VTAC is a P320 that has some additional embellishments to it, which I find to be very attractive. It comes with 3 magazines, and then of course the paperwork and the gun lock and all the little doodads that you get with all the guns. This version has the flat darker slide. It is kind of a semi-metallic finish, and if I don't say so myself, it's a very beautiful color. It's kind of a bright bronze by my eyes. It's got a good feel to it. Of course, all of the P320s tend to have a pretty good feel to them. This offering is intended to be a tactical version of the pistol. It of course has a Picatinny rail to mount a light and laser on it. The trigger guard has stippling on it if you're the type of person that likes to put a finger out in front. It's also got a little bit of a lip so that you don't slip off of it. This is the X frame. We've already visited this once before on Peace, Love, and Guns. You can find that video here, perhaps, or at the end. We reviewed the SIG P320 X5 already. It has the same frame. It's got a nice beaver tail on it. Rather, that one has a little bit more of a flared magwell, and it's also weighted more for competition shooting. This is more for carry and duty, so it is of course going to be about as light as they can make it. It's an optics ready platform. This can be removed so that you can put like a Trijicon RMR or a Vortex or whatever optic that you have on there. The sights are the 3-dot variety, except that there are a 6-dot variety of sights. So in low light, you have a set of 3 tritium vials on the lower end, and then the top you've got fiber optics. And I really like these sights. They have flats, so if you're in your super duper ninja tactical situations, you can use it to rack off of your boot, belt, holster, etc. Clear jams in case this hand gets shot off or whatever kind of situation you got going on that day. The sights are serrated to deal with some of that glare. And actually the front side of the sight is serrated on the rear too. So that kind of lends itself very well to using to rack on a belt or whatnot in the instance of this being not usable, which mine is very nearly getting that way.
My tendonitis.
No. The X5 frame is it's designed very well. It has very nice stippling on it. I would say perfection. It doesn't have stippling in places like the beaver tail backstrap area that would wear on your hand. It does come up a little bit here where my thumb sits. I would prefer that it didn't right there, but that's my mileage. Yours may vary. Gloved hands, if you're an operator ninja, you might not care about that as much. It has a very positive magazine release there. It is swappable. It's pretty well accessible by the thumb. And it does have a very nice undercut on the trigger guard right there from factory. This is another example of manufacturers that are taking clues from what people in the market do to modify their handguns. And that sits very well with competition shooters and the like, so you can get a very high tang grip on it and have the bore axis lower to the hand for more recoil mitigation. The magazines that it comes with are 17+1 rounds, and yeah, it's a good looking gun. We're gonna have fun shooting it. The trigger, it is a flat-faced bar style trigger. It feels really good. There's a little bit of mush, which you can expect from striker fired guns. So it takes up, and then there's a wall, and there's just a hair of mush before it lets go. So very nice trigger. If this came on the P365, I would get a version that did that, because that's awesome. It's also pretty wide, so you can have that part of your finger spread over that kind of width of that trigger. It feels really good. And we're about to see how well I can shoot this thing. Okay. All right, SIG P320 VTAC X. All right, SIG P320 X VTAC. It says X VTAC.
Whatever.
Gas her up. Do you care if I drop your mags in the dirt?
A little bit.
Okay, well then we won't do that.
They're gonna get enough dirt right in my pocket.
Meh. Yeah. Strong hand. This is my strong hand. Yeah. So I like those sights. I think that this probably has a combat 0 because I was having a little bit more success after I started shooting differently. I was aiming with the very top of the sights, which are tall suppressor height sights, and there was definitely some missing going on there. When I started aiming with the middle of the fiber optic, putting the middle circle where I want the bullets to hit, I felt like I was having more success doing that. But yeah, it's pretty sexy, not gonna lie.
Leave your comments and subscribe in the doodly-doo.
Right.
We're taking suggestions, guys. Side boob suggestions. First, you're just gotta rack it back like so. Oh, I'm killing the trees.
Low.
Oh yeah. Boop. I pewed some, Dad.
Show us how it's done, William.
Better get her done.
You are go, Dad.
It went down. I can't see it.
That one's tricky.
It's out. These are both out.
The ting-ting is very satisfying.
Indeed.
Getting better, yay.
Look at my ting-ting.
Look at my ting-tings. The ting-tings.
Let me try for that can over there. I can't actually tell where my bullets are going. Yeah, nailed it.
Got him.
He's swinging.
Targets are all laying down.
Got him. Haha. Get him while he's down.
I really like this gun.
What other thoughts can you say about it that we haven't talked about?
Well, I can say the reason I have this gun is because it's actually replacing this one.
Now, why would you do that?
Because I'm a big old dum-dum, but
Why are you a dum-dum?
a couple of things. Magazine capacity. I love my 357 SIG, but 12 rounds can't stack up to 21, which I will be getting a 21 round mag for carry. So, because why not? It's available. Why not do it? Second thing is that the trigger is very consistent. I'm a big fan. And it's lighter. That's a big thing. Is this one filled up with bullets and this one filled up with bullets. This one is blatantly lighter, like blatantly so. Plus, it's pretty. I like it.
It is a good-looking gun.
It's a good gun. Upgrading to the modern day. There's nothing wrong with the 229, and I still love mine. But as far as an everyday carry thing is, lighter tends to be better. And when you can get 21 rounds in a package like this, that's nice and light, it's hard to argue. Comment, like, subscribe, come buy horses from me. Need any custom work, come let me know. Peace, love, and gats, straps, cannons, blickities.